Hello there, thank you so much for joining me. Welcome to the latest of the videos I'm doing. Whilst we're all enduring lockdown, hopefully these little videos are giving you a bit of enjoyment, a bit of entertainment and maybe a little bit of education. Today we're going to look at cleaning up an image, getting rid of a few of those distractions that can guide you away from looking at the beauty of what you want your viewer to enjoy. Here, the main subject of the image is Carwyn, outside the studio in Birmingham, but there's a few bits and pieces that I want to get rid of that are taking my eye away from her in the middle of the image. This lamppost, for example, this red car in the background, maybe these lampposts here, the yellow sign here, maybe even the red sign here, all of them are just detracting from the beauty of the image. Plus, we've got a little bit of a problem in that I shot this on a fairly wide lens, and that's giving me converging verticals. You see the way the side of this building on the right hand side is just leaning in towards the middle, likewise this one on the left. So I'm going to look at curing all of these issues whilst preserving the integrity of the middle area. Okay, so let's make a start. Let's think. What I want to do is first of all correct the verticals. Okay, now I could do that in a number of ways, but the way I'm going to do it is by using the free transform tool. First of all, I'm going to duplicate my background layer. It's really important. You'll see why in a second. So Control J, Command J, duplicates that background layer. I've now got the background underneath and a layer on top, which is an identical copy. And I'm going to select all, Control A, Command A to select all. Oops, wrong one. Command A selects everything. And I'm going to go into Edit and Free Transform. Now that gives little grab handles at the corners here, and if I click on one of these handles and pull it, you'll see it grows the image uniformly in that direction. Now I don't want to grow the image. What I want to do is take that corner and pull it out slightly. So I'm going to hold the Command key down, the Control key, and you see the little cursor changes slightly. And now if I pull sideways with that toggle, it corrects the verticals and pulls the image that way. I'm going to do the same on this side. Hold Control, Command down, just pull the image to the side. Now if I pull too far, you'll see everything starts to lean the opposite way. So I'm really doing it by eye, and that's about right for me there. Just there, that's good. Just pull that one down slightly. It's level with the top of the image. That's all looking good, and I'm going to OK that. That will run the transformation, and there's my image now with its verticals corrected. Okay, we'll just click on the brush tool so you can see that easily. Control D to deselect everything. That was the before, that's the after. Okay, so the buildings are looking good, but unfortunately, look what it's done to Carrie. Okay, she's grown shorter and wider. Okay, not a great look for a model. Nobody's ever going to thank you for making them look shorter and wider in a picture. So what are we going to do about that? Well, this is why I said to do it on a mask, because what I'm going to, on a duplicate layer originally, I'm going to mask this, put a mask on, quick mask, there you go, and I'm going to draw paint in black on this top layer to reveal the one underneath, and what that should do is give me a copy of Carrie coming through from underneath. So I'm drawing in black on the layer mask that I've just put onto the top layer. There's Carrie coming back from underneath, and very quite carefully, because I don't want to brush into this area around here. That's what I've just corrected for. But I just want Carrie to appear from underneath, looking as long and lovely as she really is, rather than that short, dumpy version that I'd created. Okay, there we go. So you see how quick that is to do. We've just brought back the Carrie from underneath. That's the mask. If I hold Alt down and click on the mask, you can see where you painted. Black is revealing what's underneath that layer, and that's what we've created. Okay, I'm going to squish those two layers together, and now I'm going to start thinking about getting rid of some of these distractions. One of the tools that I would use if I was getting rid of distractions on the skin would be the patch tool. We saw that in an earlier video. But patch doesn't really work for these sort of things. If I patch around the lamppost, for example, try to pull it off to one side, it doesn't do a bad job, but it's not brilliant, and we can do better. So let me do Command Control Z, bring that lamppost back. What I'm going to choose for this job is the healing brush. Sorry, no, I'm not. That would be a silly idea. I'm going to choose a spot healing brush. So it's that top layer, spot healing brush. And I'm going to make sure I'm on content aware. I'm going to make the brush just slightly bigger than the lamppost itself. And then if I hold the shift key down, it'll do a straight line as I move the brush down. And I can go all the way down there, just to the roof of the car. Release everything. Now it's doing a lot of calculations here, a lot of calculations. But look how quickly it gets rid of that lamppost. And it's done a really good job. There's a couple of little areas around here where the colour is a little bit contaminated. There's a bit of bright blue gone into that cloud there. So let me just try again there. That's good. A little bit grey there. That's good. A little bit here where the tree looked so it's growing vertically. That's good. And just a little bit there on the rooftop. Brilliant. That's evened out the line of the rooftop. Whilst I'm over here, I'm looking at the alarm box on the wall there. Let's just dab on that, and that's gone. Let's dab on the security light there. That's gone. Oh, this is good, isn't it? I enjoy doing this. Let's go back to this little lamppost here. I want to get rid of that one. And that's gone. And that one. You see how it merges the lamppost with the tree. It picks out elements of the tree, adds them back in. Really, really good. Now here I've created a double lamppost because where I masked out the top image, it's left a little bit of ghosting. So I'll go over both bits of that. There is just made a bit of a mistake. So let me just do that bit itself. That's all good. Just dab in there. I don't like this red car. So let's see if we can get rid of the red car. So brush over it, and it's the content aware fill that's doing all the hard work here. Oh, brilliant job. Got a little bit of the orange wall disappearing to the vanishing point, and a nice bit of tree filling in around there. Beautiful. Should we do the same on the other side? Let's get rid of that. Bit of a lamppost there. Sometimes you just have to go back and just try again. And at times it'll make a real bodge job of it, and you have to undo it totally and then try again with a different area selected or a different brush stroke around it. So let's get rid of that little lamppost there. And that's looking good. Now I'm going to try and get rid of this sign here. Let's try that. Yep, that's done a good job. I'm happy with that. Let's just come down the pole of the sign there. Let's get rid of that. That's got rid of that. It's preserving the integrity of the wall there. We've got a little light spot there that I just want to darken down a bit, so I'll just dab into there until I'm happy. That's looking good. Okay, now I want to get rid of the aerial on the top of the building here. That should be a nice quick one. There's a little projecting pipe or something there. Lord knows what that is. Don't really like this bit on top of the tower block here, so let me try and get rid of that and see if that works. That's not too bad, so we'll come in here. This is amazing for anybody, particularly who grew up with Photoshop in the early days, when we would have done this by cloning, using the clone stamp tool, which would have taken the best part of a day to do what I've just done in seconds. I'm going to change slightly here, and this time I'm going to take the lasso tool, and I'm going to draw a selection just around this word residence in red, because that takes your eye away. And here I'm going to try with edit, fill, and content aware fill. So let me try that and just see how it works on that sign. The selection isn't brilliant because I've left a little bit of red unselected there, so I might have to go back in and do this again. Let's just see. Hey, that's not bad. See how it extends the windows down into what was that red sign. Let me just do that whole selection again. Control Z. And I'll hold shift down, just add to that selection, just come in under the red sign fully. There we go, that's selected it all. I'm going to go quick keyboard shortcut, hit the backspace button, that brings up your last fill option, and let's go again. And it's computing. Just imagine the computations that are running through its little brain at the moment. It's a phenomenal piece of kit, it's content aware. Absolutely phenomenal. And that has done not too bad a job of filling in that area. If I just do a second selection around that top bit there, okay, that's started to even the sign up. I'm going to go back to our old friend the stamp tool though now, making sure I've got a medium hardness brush on this, and just going to reduce the opacity down to about 50–60% there. Okay, and let's start with the line of this window here. Just clone that in there, go right, go left. That's beautiful. That makes it look more like a complete window. And then let's just even out this bit over here. Just taking my sample point from a few different places so it doesn't get repetitive and look too obvious. And finally I'm taking that vertical line there and just drawing it down. Then taking the glass colour and taking that line out there. Okay, that started to even things up and make for the type of image where when we first started out we had a lot of distractions going on. Let me do a snapshot here. We had a lot of distractions in that initial image. We've taken them out, we've improved the converging verticals, and that's where we're at now. Okay, that's the end of the lesson for today. In the next video we're going to go back in time and look at the colour corrections that I did on this image and how we just used the tools within Camera Raw to do that. Camera Raw I find is a massively underestimated piece of kit. I absolutely adore it, and we're going to go through the colour retouch and the final retouch of this image, the tools that I'd used to really shape the picture and really draw your attention right in to the beautiful Carrie here. That's all for now, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. Stay safe, love and light, over and out.